I stopped believing in myself. Sat in the dark and put the trophies on the shelf. Told everyone I was taking time away to breathe, when the truth was I was terrified of everything. The headlines got it wrong, they always do. Said I was unbothered, but I was coming under. I cried in hotel bathrooms on 3 different continents, pretending I was fine when I was barely competent. Being human and returning phone calls on time. I remember what it felt like to be mine. Something in me wouldn't let it end. Kept saying get back up and try again. I came back victorious, not because I never fell, but because I fell so hard. I had no choice but to rebuild myself. Victorious, not the version they expected, not the one they wrote about in 2009. I came back victorious, and this time she's entirely mine. They counted me out, said she's too difficult to love, said she's too loud and honest, then she doesn't know when to stop. I took that personally for about a year. Then I put on my boots and said thank God they're not here, because the version of me that needed their approval was exactly the version I had to remove first. I've been knocked down so many times I know the floor by name, but knowing the floor means you know exactly how to stand again. I don't perform gratitude for people who gave up, I just show up, do the work and live it. Something in us wouldn't let it in. Kept saying get back up and try again. We came victorious, not because we never fell, but because we fell so hard. We had no choice but to rebuild ourselves. Victorious, not the version they expected, not the ones they wrote about back then. We came back victorious, and we're never going back again. I think about the women who came before us, who never got the second chance we got, who did everything we did without the resources, and nobody wrote a story about how they fought. This one is for them too, this one is for every comeback that never got its moment, every woman who got back up in private, without a crowd, without applause, without anyone watching. You know what victorious actually feels like? It doesn't feel like winning. It feels like waking up and not being afraid of the day that's coming at you. That's it. Not glory, not applause. Just not being afraid anymore. That's the whole thing. We came victorious, not because we never fell, but because we fell so ranky. Had no choice but to rebuild ourselves. Victorious, not the version they expected, not the ones they wrote about back then. We came back victorious, and we will never go back again. Victorious, victorious, after everything. Victorious. Victorious.